Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider office with some more cider to try. And it's cider, it's not Perry. We've been alternating these last few since I've started doing tastings again. And it's from Somerset. It's from a producer I haven't really stocked before. Don't think I have stocked them before actually. But I bought several boxes for a camera event off them. And as I was there, I bought several other things. So we've already tried from them the Keeved Yarlington Mill, which I enjoyed 2 episodes ago or something. This is more their standard range. I mean, the standard sounds derogatory. It's not. It's like what they sell the most of, if you like. It's 500 ml. I believe it'll be force carbonated, and it is single variety Slack-ma-Girdle from Hex, one of the great apple varietal names. Slack-ma-Girdle, sweet, I believe, from Devon, I believe. So we expect it to be low tannin, low acid, lots of sugar. It says medium dry, but lots of sugar doesn't mean it's going to be sweet because the sugar gets converted to alcohol. And this is 6.5%. So there has certainly been some conversion of sugar to alcohol in this baby. Yeah, so I think it gets bottled, probably bottled. I don't know if they bottle on the site, but it must be force carbonated. There's no sediment at all in there, and it would make sense for them to be doing that. So yeah, they've been around for what? Since 1841, so the thick end of 200 years, 183 years, is that or something? So yeah, quite a long time they've been making cider. 6th generation. William is the current guy who appears to be running things, although his dad was knocking about when I was there. So yeah, let's open up this Slack-ma-Girdle and see if it does what it says on the tin. I hope not, because I'm filming this. So there you go. There's your bubbles. There's your bubbles. That is a smoking gun, isn't it? Whoa, too close to the camera. Nearly bottled you. Yeah. So let's pour it out into the tasting glass and have a taste. Lots of bubbles. I mean, I'm not as... I like naturally carbonated drinks more than force carbonated. Because I just think the bubbles are smaller, it's more gentle. Also, I think forced carbonation, sometimes it'll overdo it a little bit. I think sometimes you could just knock it back a touch, like almost like 50% less would be fine. But let's see how this goes. So colour, yes, it has some, doesn't it? It has colour, sort of a gold, deep gold. I want to say that is edging into sort of brass or something. Yeah, gold edging into brass. Super delicate nose. I mean, really delicate. What I'm smelling is something sweet. Now, you can't smell sugar. By smelling it and saying it's sweet, it smells sweet, doesn't mean it's going to be sweet. You can't smell sugar. You don't until you drink it, whether it's sweet or not. If you've ever had a mead, a dry mead, so you smell it, it smells like intense honey, and you associate honey with sweet. So you think, oh, it's going to be sweet, and you drink it, and it can be mouth-puckeringly dry. Because you can't smell sugar. You just smell things that you associate with sugar, which can fool you into thinking it's going to be sweet. This would fool me into thinking it's sweet. It says it's medium dry. Like it's almost slightly honeyed pastry character, I want to say. Not intense apple. Yeah. It smells like a confectionery. That's the sort of sweetness and the sort of aromatic I'm getting. It's delicate. Let's try it. Okay. So this is surprising on a couple of levels. First off, Slack-ma-Girdle, I believe, is a sweet. So I expect it to be much lower in tannins. This has got a tannic kick to it. It's got soft tannin, squeaky and hard tannin, got a leathery bitterness on the back as well. Also, one thing I do like, I've discovered about Hex, which I like, if they say it's dry, it is dry. It's not something which is medium and they've labelled it dry. And I hate that because it just misleads the consumer. They get used to thinking that a dry is actually a sweet, if you see what I mean. Like you'll get something from like, I don't know, I don't want to pick on anybody, like, I don't know, like Thatcher's, and it says it's dry, you drink it, and it's actually, you think, God, that's medium to sweet. You know, who's tasting this stuff? That, I mean, if they put dry in it, I'd have accepted it. That is tannic. It's got very little residual sugar. It tastes like a proper farmhouse cider. And that sweetness I got on the nose, sweetness, is not there in cider at all. The apple character is light. It's light. It's absolutely there, but it is more like a light eating apple. It's not like a big, intense cider apple character. It is more like it's like an eating apple. It's had the sugar taken out of it. Yeah, it's low. It's got some acidity, but it's low acid, which is what I would have expected. But the tannins have shocked me a little bit. You know what? I think sometimes big tannic heavy ciders in the summer are a bad idea. They don't work. This has got the tannin thing going on, and it's got the dryness going on, but it's got a lightness of character that actually you could drink this on a hot summer's day. You know, satiate your desire to have like a beefy cider, but also a thing which is light and refreshing at the same time. That's what this is doing. And the bubbles are, hang on. They're on the high end, but they're all right. It's within reason. It's actually fine. And actually, if you pour it and leave it for a sec, let the bubbles sort of, dissolve, blow off a bit. It's all right. Yeah, not what I expected at all. I was expecting something much less angular, with much less of the tannin that it's got for sure. And with the medium dry, I was expecting a bit more sugar as well, based on what most people put down as medium dry, although it varies from producer to producer. There is no actual this much sugar equals dry, this much sugar equals medium. It's down to the palate and cider maker. So if the cider maker is like Dennis Glutkin, his medium is going to be sweeter than Hex's, because he's got a sweet tooth and they don't seem to, and that's fine. I have a sweet tooth, doesn't bother me at all, but you have to sort of get to know your cider makers to understand what they mean by sweet, medium, dry, etc. That's pretty good. It surprised me, that, in a good way. It surprised me in a good way. If you want something which is dry with tannin, but not too heavy, there you go. Boom. Hex's Slack-ma-Girdle. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining me in my cider office. I hope you join me again. Until that time, cheers.